this video is from my own experience. Your life could be oh so different, and that is me not judging in any way. Let me tell y'all, a lot has transpired since my last video that I posted. Some good, some bad, to be completely honest. But I thought about posting this because I feel like most of the things I watch nowadays on YouTube is like either fishing videos. I love fishing videos, bro. I think there's this like guy called like I literally forgot his name. I love his fishing videos. He's out in like the Oregon coast. So if y'all know, drop the name him. Whatever. Without further ado, I think we should get to the video. No lollygagging. I've honestly forgot my own intro, so I don't know, man. Yeah. I have a few little bullet points that I'm gonna like expand upon, but I'm using my favorite pen. My favorite pen ever. I think it's the thickest, like ballpoint out of these that you can get. Also peep the shirt. Got it. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. I got it because I recently actually went on vacation for the first time in like years, it feels like, because bills have been beating my down. Like I'm talking curb stomp, mollywop, all that in a bag of chips type. I can't believe I used that like a metaphor. I feel like I'm getting old. Also, to preference this video, I am only 20 years old. I turned 21 this upcoming November. You will not be hearing from me because I will in fact be gone. My first one is the comparison is the thief of joy. Enjoy what you want. And I say that I'm gonna be pointing like a professor because I don't know, it'll keep me on track hopefully. Comparison is the thief of joy. I have found in my 20s, because I feel like everybody is at a different point in their life, and every single time that like somebody tells you that, you're like, that's bullcrap. Like, I'm just not doing enough. I'm not working hard enough. I'm not going to school at the moment, so therefore my experience is invalid. And especially with the internet, I'm gonna sound like a boomer. I'm gonna sound like a boomer this video, and I don't care. Because I hate the way that my phone makes me feel, and I hate how dependent when I have like free time. I feel like I need to go on my phone or something. I hate that feeling. And I even put like those little app timers and such, but I still pass them. So like I really do need to get in the habit of, but that's next bullet point, or like a few bullet points down. I feel like with the internet, the accessibility regarding people and like things you want to work towards is so like at our fingertips that you don't stop to actually enjoy like what is occurring in your day-to-day life. Like, I genuinely think that with the internet, like especially with like, this is gonna be like women oriented for like the next minute or so, but like the ability to compare yourself in the way you look to other people is like such a mind-boggling thing, because like, I don't know if y'all heard this chronically online. Not that this is like a chronically online thing, but do y'all remember that trend where it's like they put a couple of pictures in the slideshow and they were like, hi, my name is blah 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 blah, and then they were like, I bet you didn't notice that my insecurity was like insert very niche thing, like not niche but like, oh, I bet you didn't notice that I hate my eye bags, like I think I look disgusting, or I think that my stretch marks are absolutely hideous, and I think that's the first thing that people look towards, or I think my stomach is a bit big, and I think that's what people's eyes immediately drift towards. But you watching my video, like, you don't even notice that. And my point with that was that the things that we ugly about ourselves, or we compare to other people and think that they have something better. It's not that deep. Like, it isn't as bad or as ugly or as nasty or as shameful as we think it is. And comparing yourself to other people, like, that trend just solidified in my head that the things that I think are ugly about myself and the things that I don't like about myself are not the first things that people see when they like meet me. Like, if I were to participate in the trend, I never do, because I hate posting on TikTok. Don't like my eye bags. I think that they are very prominent regardless of how many hours of sleep I get. I also hate my stretch marks, and they're everywhere, and I can't help that because it's not like I don't have no desire to tattoo over them or anything like that. I like them sometimes, but then I don't like them other times. It's really subjective. But in case in point, comparison is robbing you from the joy of enjoying how you look, the hobbies you have, and what interests you. Next bullet point. You're capable of more than you believe. And I realize these are starting to sound like crappy Hobby Lobby AI generated slop, but these are like my summarized thoughts to make sure that I keep on my keep on script. I don't ever write scripts, as y'all can tell. I freeball this. And when I say you're capable of more than you believe, if you were to ask me in high school, or even like fresh out of high school, what I thought my life was gonna look like and what my habits were, I would not have been able to tell you that I got a credit card. Like, I opened a bank account separate from my own, like, that my dad created. Like, it's the little stuff that you don't believe you can achieve until, like, you're sort of, like, forced to it. I didn't think that I could do FAFSA application because, like, I didn't think I was ever going to go back to school after I graduated. I did have the luxury, and I mean luxury, of going to a dual credit school where I graduated with my Associates of Science as well as my high school diploma. Excuse the skittering in the background. I have cats. Can't really, there's nothing you can do. You just gotta like record. And also, I live in an apartment complex, so people are whipping around right outside my window. I never truly thought that I was smart enough or I was like successful enough to do some of the things that I've actually strived towards recently. Like, I'm working towards getting my bachelor's at the moment, bachelor's in digital forensics. Like, that is absolutely bonkers to me. If you would have asked me in high school if I thought that I could get a bachelor's, my answer would have been no. Somebody's texting me. No. I'm sorry. I was responding to their text out loud. I didn't think that I could open a credit card by myself. I didn't think that I could take my car to the like auto body shop. PSA, my sisters are home, so I'm constantly having to try to like pause and be like, hey bro, I'm recording. So any voices and like shower noises I can't really control. But anyway, I'm about to start school for my bachelor's, and I am actually so scared. And I don't know why. I thought it was gonna be like easy breezy. Not like obviously I know that the schoolwork is gonna be hard. I'm just scared that I couldn't handle it, but I went to a dual credit school, so bro, I was doing high school work every single night and college work every single night. So like, that is not my biggest thing. And I say that you're capable of more than you believe because you don't realize how low of an opinion you have on yourself. I'm not speaking to everybody, but like, I used to have such a low like self-worth, and you could view that in the decisions that I said and the way that I spoke about myself. Like, I'm now at 20 years old, just now getting used to receiving compliments without being immediately defensive. I don't know if anybody out there can relate to that, but the third one is academic success doesn't determine your worth. And I because of like what I experienced in my dual credit like experience, like high school and college. Like I legit had so many like mental breakdowns, and it was that serious that if I got anything below a B, I legit was sobbing, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so stupid, I'm so dumb, like I don't even deserve to go here, like I'm not smart enough. And I still don't think that I'm necessarily the smartest person. I used to think even less of myself. We see a pattern, okay? That I thought that if I didn't exceed at school and or like the ladder of the results, that meant that I was no longer like worthy to attend a school like that and such. And I'm so sorry for like the audio. I can't control the fact that my sister doesn't ever plan for anything and she's about to go to her senior photos. But whatever. I'm not gonna really like rant about that. I feel like that point is very like on the nose. So yeah, academic success doesn't determine your worth as an individual. Next, comfortability halts you, and I don't think that like comfortability is necessarily a bad thing. It's to the point where you would rather stay in the routine and stay in like the places you work or go to school at, regardless of if you have a better opportunity at hand. Because I feel like a lot of people don't move out or don't move to like better themselves and better their life unless it's forced. Like 90% of my growth is somewhat like with like moving and everything was forced, because when I turned 18, my dad essentially threatened that I either had to do exactly what he said when he said it. And like, it sounds like I'm being spoiled, but my dad is an alcoholic. I say is because we thought he got help, but he was just hiding it. So if you've ever lived with an alcoholic, then you know that one slip up, one thing, like not reading the room right or like making a joke at the wrong time, and I could have been like thrown out, because his view was as soon as I turned 18, suddenly I was able to support myself, was able to move out. Like I wasn't, but I did. I haven't lived with my dad since I turned 18, and that is it's a struggle, but also it leads into another bullet point that I'm gonna get to. But I feel like sometimes, again, this was all pulled from my own experience. I feel like I stayed in situations longer than I should have, especially relationships, because I was so used to that person. I was like, oh my god, if I move on to somebody else, then I'm gonna have to do this shit again. Like I'm gonna have to. What's your favorite color again? Like I legit dreaded that, because something about me is I love learning like the small details about you. Like I legit I don't even have to write it down. I keep that shit ingrained in my head. Like the person that I'm talking to right now, I low-key don't know if he'll ever see my YouTube channel, because he keeps trying to see it, but I'm like, nah, because like, if you've been with me, you know that I've said some wild shit on this fucking channel, and I've also like gone through so many hair looks and stuff, so I don't know if I can let Fine Shit see that. I can't even let him know that I referred to him as that. But I feel like as of late, if I wasn't sort of like talking to somebody, like not like romantic, but like if I hadn't had a certain conversation with somebody as of late, I don't think that I would have applied to start my bachelor's. I don't think that I would have started going to the gym, which I have been, and I want to be like lean beef patty. I want to be her, bro. She's so pretty. Next, I think that I'll like skip to like tie it, and it's I'm gonna tie that to remember. It could be, I'm gonna knock these out because I feel like pessimistic attitude. I'm saying that because you genuinely don't understand how good you have it until you have a conversation with somebody. Like, I can think of a very recent time that this has been like a real world application because I was having a really bad day and, like, I'm not gonna get into like my personal life because I know that my sister doesn't want that sort of thing shared online because it's regarding her. A lot of stress has come through recently regarding my living situation and the fact that I'm probably going to have to find a different place to live, aka by myself, or bite the bullet and move back in with my dad. I really don't want to do that, guys. But I say that because I was thinking about that and I have a new job. I've been there for like 3 months, and fun fact, I only got the job or decided to apply because I was tired of Dutch Bros saying that they were gonna move me up in like becoming a shift lead and such, but they gave it to they interviewed 3 people. I was one of the 3 people, and they gave it to the 2 other people. One of them moved to Florida not even a month later, and the other one likes minors. Yep, she does. But crazy if she saw this. I don't give a shit, bro. I'll pull out my receipts. I relate that to comfortability halts you because I didn't even get this new opportunity with school and everything because I was comfortable where I was at until I decided to, like, you know, get on out. I'm sorry, I switched to my regular voice. Get on out of there. But I've been here for like 3 months, and she got hired on at the same time as me, and we normally open a lot together because I open like at 3 a.m. bro. I'm up at 2 in the morning almost every single day. Remember, it could be worse. I was talking over the headset about like my worries about living and everything, and my coworker comes up to me and she lifts like her jeans, and there's a bunch of big ass bruises on her legs, and she's like, she wasn't trying to like, you know, like compare or like be like, hey bro, don't complain because like I have it worse. She was like, yeah, I know how stressed you are because I'm also stressed because their parental figure lays hands on them, and they are older, but like they don't have the financial stability to move out by themselves, let alone like do anything about it really. And I see so many examples of that, like day to day, that through like people that come through the drive-through, and like you just get like a small conversation, and you don't realize how much like people are going through, and they just don't like wear it on their face, or if they wear it on their face, it's so much worse. And I feel like I have to sometimes remember I don't have any debt. I don't have any debt or outstanding debt. I don't owe anybody money. Like I don't owe taxes or like all that. And there are people out there living, and like I have money, I have like food, I have somewhere to sleep. I get to record on my phone, a relatively new phone. I have a laptop, I have a place of internet, like stuff that you take for granted. You sometimes have to realize that your life could be worse, and I'm not saying that in a pessimistic tone. Don't think that. I'm saying that as in you are doing way better than you think. Okay, now going in the actual list. Less people are judging than you think. And I say that because, like I said, I've recently been going to the gym recently, and the person I'm talking to, he goes to the gym a lot, and he was just talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I guess like I never really go because I'm scared that everybody's just looking at me, and they'll just know that I don't know what I'm doing or I'm unfit. And he was like, everybody goes there to better themselves. Like, I can guarantee you that not everybody is looking at you, like, not in a mean way, but like my god, don't even bring up high school, bro, because somebody should have brought me shame, public shame, because I had a mohawk, guys. A mohawk. I'm not giving y'all a picture. I already know you want a picture. Because everybody I tell that to, they want a picture proof. Hell no. But I can guarantee you that less people are judging you. Do what you want, wear what you want, say what you want to a certain degree. Because public, like freedom of speech, does not mean freedom of consequences. Okay. Next one, this is getting a little personal. Sometimes you have to be your own role model with life. And people may be like, wait a minute, the whole point of a role model is you're supposed to have somebody to model your behavior towards, like, in a beneficial way. No, I have no role models in my life. I was gonna get like a little funny, like joking. My mom passed away when I was in middle school. My dad is an alcoholic. Yeah, he's a high functioning alcoholic, but yeah. And bro, he got with my mom. I cannot take his advice with relationships. My sister, she has enough on her plate, and she never asked for me and my younger sister to put her on a pedestal. But you have to realize that sometimes you have to be the example, like lead. What I'm trying to say is what you want in life and what you think is right. Like, sometimes you don't have anybody giving you advice. Sometimes you don't have people telling you what the right decision is, what credit card to get, what bank to go with, what school to go with, how scholarships work, how financial aid works, like all that stuff that parents or parental figures normally would like hand to you, like setting you up for success. Sometimes you have to set yourself up for success. Sometimes you have to be the one holding yourself accountable, because there will be nobody to do it for you. That's just the fact. Especially when you get later on in life, your parents, if you have like parental figures, healthy ones, they can't do everything for you, and you have to realize at some point that sometimes you gotta lead by example. Like, what you want your life to be, you have to lock in and like do it. Because I didn't have advice, like my previous video said. I didn't have my dad helping me with my credit card. I know I keep using the same examples, but they're good examples, bro. I didn't have anybody helping me with my school. I don't have anybody helping me like grow as a person. All of my growth, and like, shout out to my barber. I'm just kidding. Shout out to my therapist. Like, if I didn't have my therapist, I definitely would be like years behind. But you can achieve so much, and you are capable of being your own role model. The sad fact is sometimes you won't have anybody to give you the advice you need. Sometimes you will have to figure things out by yourself, and that just makes you grow as a person and find your own flaws. And there's nothing wrong with having flaws. It's good to have flaws. That's just humanity. But being able to admit them and like work to better yourself means the world. Okay, my last one. Love is truly more complicated than the internet paints it as. And I don't know if you have been on the TikTok or internet at all. You know the hundreds of relationship advice coaches, the people that are all like, oh my god, this, and this. If he doesn't do this, then he hates you and he secretly wants you gone. Or the vice versa with women. Like, there is so much misinformation and like just like genuinely disconnect from reality. I've seen, especially after I broke up with my most recent ex, like, obviously I made the decision to break up with him because I realized that, you know what, like, I don't want to beg for basic bare minimum like garbage. But I find it important to note, because relationships, I have always been like the more emotionally intelligent one. I have been the one that can communicate properly, and I'm putting up parentheses because I don't. I thought that I knew how to communicate, and I thought that I knew how to be emotionally like intelligent, but I've come to realize that I'm not as like I'm not where I thought I was. Not saying that that's a bad thing, and not saying that that restricts me from a relationship. The person I'm talking to and like seeing, my therapist called it courting because like you date somebody before you get with them. Like I like the way she said court because I feel like dating is like such an odd, like it's used in the wrong context most of the time. But I've known this person for like a little over a month, and I feel like there's a bunch of unrealistic expectations that like I've gotten a lot. Like I guess it's just pushing it because like my TikTok like algorithm, it's pushing me these like advice videos. And I think that it's important to remember that love is so nuanced and it's so complicated, and being human only complicates it more, that you forget that that other person has a life outside of you. Like the biggest thing with me when I'm in a relationship is I'm a very anxiety filled person. I can take a situation and run it through my head and have like 50 million thoughts. Like, oh, he didn't respond by this, so that means that he hates me and he wants me to die, and like he doesn't care or he doesn't make me a priority. And then I'll get literally a text an hour later saying like perfect, like a whole explanation, like respond to every single message I sent individually. Like I bring that up because I've realized that the things that I thought that I knew about love and about relationships, fuck man, apparently I don't know garbage water. And by the way, I hate the whole if they want to do, they would. I hate that sentence. I've heard that from so many different people, and I genuinely hate that advice. Like it only makes you spiral more. And sometimes you have to like pick the facts out from your own like spiraling thoughts. And I feel like it's very healthy after only a month of knowing somebody, that y'all don't have everything figured out. Obviously, like y'all know that y'all want a relationship. Do not get into situationships. Please, baddies out there, whether you are male or female or they them, do not get into a situationship regardless of what the other person is. Like genuinely, do not let them play in your face. If they like you, then you know that they like you. You don't have to guess with the person that I'm talking to. I don't have to guess if he likes me because he has properly communicated through his actions and behaviors, like in person and over the phone, that he likes me. I don't have to sit there and read into like every text that he sends or every call that we have. Like I don't have to. And I think that a lot of people confuse situationships with dating because you're like, oh well, I'm getting to know them like we're dating. Like, no, honey, no. I'm gonna hold your toes when I say this. Leave them, please. I was in a situationship so long ago for 2 years. 2 years of my life wasted on a man. Oh, yuck. No. Love is complicated. Love is multifaceted. It does not mean that the person that you're talking to has to make it hard for you. There is a middle ground. There is a middle where two people that are living independently makeup video.